Hey everyone, what's going on here? It's Jacob Tucker back again for another Flow video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about a new pattern that is coming to Cadence 1.0 because of the removal of destroy functions inside of resources. For those of you who have been coding in Cadence for a while now, and this is before the Cadence 1.0 release, you're probably used to destroy functions inside of resources. They looked something like, if you had a resource, you had a pub resource called NFT or something, you could have a destroy function inside of it that looked like that would run every single time, not every single time when that resource was destroyed, right? And that was a really helpful feature, but it's actually being removed in Cadence 1.0. But luckily, there actually is a new pattern to help us run some code when a resource is destroyed. And so I'm actually going to cover that in this video. So it's actually this. Just want to give a quick shout out, Austin, Dennis, and Bastion, and I'm sure other Flow community members who helped out on this. It's an awesome contract called Burner, and it's going to exist on Cadence 1.0 mainnet when it goes live. And essentially, it's actually quite simple. It's a contract called Burner that has a public burn function inside of it, and so when you pass any resource to it, it's going to basically check if it's a burnable type. And if it is, it's gonna call a callback function on it, and it's gonna run that callback. Note, you can also pass in an array. You can also pass in a dictionary, and it will just burn all the things inside of that, which is really nice. It'll run recursively. And then so you'll see that there's also this burnable resource interface that anything can implement, and it'll have to implement this burn callback on to run some code that basically runs when it's burned. So to show you an example of that, let's actually go to this example token contract. This is just a random sort of like mock token that I have here. And if we scroll down, actually first, you'll note that this implements fungible token, right? Now, fungible token, if we go into this contract interface, you'll see has a vault resource, right, that implements burner.burnable. Now, I know this is actually an older version, I think. This actually should... this should be here. I don't know why it's commented out. Actually, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why that was commented out. And I'm getting some errors here, but okay, sorry. This is an old version of fungible token. It actually, there's going to be errors now, but it actually looks like this. Okay. But again, I'm going to remove that just because there's some errors in my local system, but it's supposed to be like that. And so when we scroll down in our example token, you'll notice that our vault actually implements the burn callback, right? The access contract burn callback that is required by the burnable interface, okay? And so what's going to happen is instead of just in a transaction, just calling, destroy vault, what you're now going to do is you're going to pass it into this burner contract. And so I'm actually going to show you that. We're going to do test.cdc. I'm actually going to also quickly, just while I'm at it, configure my flow.json so that I don't get any errors. And actually, I think now, just because, I think I can actually fix this now. So it's maybe it's kind of helpful to see this happening because you can see how to implement it on your own stuff. Okay, good. So we actually get no errors now. Perfect. And so we should now have no errors here. Perfect. And so I'm going to show you a test transaction. So I'm going to import burner. Just like that. I'm going to open up a transaction. And what I'm going to do is have a prepare phase where let's just say auth storage, and it's going to be an account reference. And then we're going to also have a execute phase. And this should be signer. Okay. So let's just pretend, for example, that I want to burn my vault. So let's say let vault be signer.storage.load. And we're going to load let's just say, I don't know, my example token dot vault from, let's say it's just that /storage/ example token vault, okay? And so we're also going to import example token, just like this. And so, and that's also, I got to configure this really quick. Probably should have done this beforehand, but, who knows? This is me. You're probably used to this at this point. And also maybe helpful to see anyway. So we have this vault, right? Now in old Cadence, what you probably would have done is just said destroy vault, and that would have run the destroy function. Well, no longer the case. Instead, we're going to call burner.burn, and we're just going to pass in the vault. So this is the new way of destroying resources, that implement burner, because it'll now run the callback. And so I actually think that in general, for any resource on the Flow blockchain, it's better to call this than to just run destroy vault. And actually, you'll note here, if we go to burner, it's totally fine if to burn here does not implement the burner resource interface. It accepts any resource, and that's because if it's not a burnable type, it'll just destroy itself anyway down here. So, again, any single time that you're destroying something on Flow or in Cadence, it's always better to use burner instead of using just the regular destroy function, because this will, appropriately call a callback that the implementer wants you to call when we're destroying it. So, anyways, I hope that was a helpful video on burner and destroying resources on Flow. And I'll catch you in the next one. So thanks everyone so much, and have a great day. Bye.